Yeah.
What up?
What up? Welcome back to
Jumpang channel. So awkward.
It's still so awkward.
Yeah. Today we're gonna talk about the things that you never experienced in Indonesia, but you experience in Korea. For me, the opposite.
Let's start with you.
No, you start lah.
Ayula.
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 For me, I want to talk about the safety issue. So sometimes I don't really feel here is really safe, like Indonesia is really safe sometimes, because in Korea I never heard of like my acquaintance get robbed or got into like very violent issue. Like my mother-in-law, your mother, get robbery like in the morning.
Get robbed.
Get robbed.
Dijambret, guys.
In the morning. So the situation is she was just like driving motor to the pasar.
Because it's really close, 5 minutes distance from my home to the wet market.
And suddenly one guy just like driving motorcycle and he saw my mother-in-law and he turned back. He come to her and take her necklaces like boop.
Just like that.
And run away. And there's another like incident that I saw with my own eyes. So I was in the kind of warung and chilling with my friend.
Oh, warung, okay.
Yeah, I was chilling with him and suddenly one guy came out from the car and he was really mad and he started to beating one guy and he was so mad and he go back to his car and he bring out his samurai sword.
Why?
I was like, what? Am I really seeing samurai sword in real life?
Okay, so he was beating stranger next to you guys.
I think they have some situation between them.
Okay. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, but I never expect to see a samurai sword. It was big samurai sword.
Yeah, I think some people actually keep tools in their car, in their trunk. I know my dad do, and my brother. You know, self-protection, you never know. Especially since there's begal. Anyways, for me, I think it's pretty similar, but for me, it's about public transportation. In Korea, public transportation is accessible, easy to use, very convenient. So that's one thing I find it hard to find in Indonesia because I'm living in Batam. There's none except for metro, the mini bus. Honestly, I don't feel safe if I ride that because I kinda don't like how I get catcalled. You know, yeah, that's one thing. But even in bigger cities like Jakarta,
there are many buses.
Well, there are some buses recently. There's also subway, so there's improvement, and I really hope they will add more lanes because it's really nice. I think that's one thing. Okay, but one downside to the Korean subway that I have found out is that if you get on the train at the wrong timing, let's say at peak hour, oh boy, it's not train to Busan, man. It's train to hell. Because it's super crowded. So how crowded it gets, let's say if you ride the subway at 8 p.m., 7 to 8 p.m., when you raise your hand, let's say to hold the railing, you cannot lower your hand back anymore. That is how crowded it is.
In Korea, they have a word. Subway in Korean is 지하철, but we call it 지옥철.
Oh, yeah.
Which means hell. 지옥 means hell.
It is! Oh my god, it was so bad.
And during summer, oof.
Oh, you cannot imagine how hot it gets. And you just cannot move. It's quite funny, I've noticed that because sexual harassment in Korea is kind of big offense. So guys always have to be careful. As in that cramped situation, they cannot move, right? And they cannot touch girls. Because girls would be like, you're a pervert. You touched me, so I'm gonna sue you. Even though they didn't mean it. So what guys do, this guy also do it. When it gets cramped in the subway, they raise their hand like this.
This is the safest way if you don't want any like sexual harassment issue.
Yeah.
Then when you ride the subway, you just put your hand here and you look up.
Look up. Avoid misunderstanding.
Yeah. That means I don't want to touch you because my hand is here. I don't want to see your boobs because my eyes are there.
Second point.
I think this is pretty good part of living in Indonesia. I think it's a benefit. It is not hard for me to find fruit.
Fruit. Ah.
Yeah. So normally in Korea, like let's say in Seoul, the farm is pretty far from the city.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I cannot really see like strawberries or those kind of things inside the city. From here, let's say my favorite manga is from your aunt's house.
Oh,
So
okay.
I can actually see it ripe and I can climb to the tree and I can get it and eat it. That's a really huge thing for me.
I understand.
That's really good.
For me, the second part is entertainment life or nightlife in Korea because it's really fun. I mean, Indonesians know how to have fun as well, but Koreans, oh boy, they take it to another level. Because if you guys look at the drama, their night culture, like going to KTVs, having company dinners, it is like that. It is really like that.
Yeah, I know you really love it.
I love it because they're really good at social meetings, as in they really know how to break the ice, so no awkwardness. I would meet with some colleague who has like 20-30 years age gap with me, but we could still blend in very well once the alcohol kicks in. It's really nice. You can go to KTV, you can go to bowling place, you can eat while drinking and have fun. It's all nice. And the good thing is in Korea there's 24-hour food or restaurant, so you can literally have fun anytime.
So it's kind of old-fashioned, but drinking culture. We start at the restaurant, we eat
Dinner.
Yeah, we eat dinner while we drink. And we move to another place, maybe like fried chicken or those kind of things. We go there and we eat and we drink again.
We call that ita. So that's the second
round. And third round, maybe you can choose to go to karaoke or like bowling place and you play and drink again.
It gets crazy, man.
Yeah, so maybe like third round, fourth round, fifth round. After like finishing drinking, everybody is already drunk. Then they go to like those kind of soup place. We call it 해장국, kind of like bakute. We eat to kind of release the soju.
Yeah. So it's really nice. So whenever you guys go, I really recommend you guys experience the nightlife. It doesn't have to be club. You can go to karaoke places. You can go to their bars. There's so many choices.
Third point. I think this is kind of sad for Korea because it's a big difference. In Korea, mostly people live in apartment or office style, we call it. So many people live in one building.
Oh, I see.
But the thing is that we don't know who live next door. Many people doesn't know who live next door. So for me, I've been living in that apartment for more than how many years? Like 6-7 years. But I don't know who live next door.
Downstairs or upstairs?
Downstairs, upstairs, I don't know any of them. When I used to live in office style also, there are so many people like live on that the same
one
floor.
corridor, right?
Yeah, I did not know any of them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of really separated. It's very private.
Yeah.
But in Indonesia, I know who's living next door, of course, and I say hi to them. And in Batam, especially, it's kind of relatively small town, a small city.
So you know everyone.
Yeah, so you know everyone. You know whose car is this. So when I see the car plate number, I know who it is. So we just bump to say hi. Yeah, that's really new culture and I really like it.
Yeah. For me, I think it would be kind of the same but of your third point. So disclaimer, I don't mean no offense, but I think Korean and Indonesian in comparison, the people are more friendly in Indonesia rather than in Korea. Cause in Indonesia, if you see stranger, I don't even know that guy, I don't even know that lady, but she would smile at me or sometimes just make strike random conversations with me, which you cannot find in Korea. Well, I don't blame them because I find this trait pretty much similar at any other developed countries. They're just more, I just hustle myself, I just focus on myself. And I think safety issue kind of is a reason here. I have heard my friend who tried to help a stranger from falling down. He was grabbing this girl's hand from falling from the stairs. And then this girl sued this guy for touching her. So I think that's also one of the reasons why everybody is kind of nonchalant and I just mind my own business. I don't care about anything else, then I'll be fine. So yeah, I think that's what happens Although I'm not saying that Koreans are not friendly in general, because I have also encountered some people, strangers, who help me when my stuff fall in subways or something. They help me to pick it up, you know, being helpful. So yeah.
Did you touch your hand?
No.
So
no,
like
no, no.
like drama, like when you
No.
drop something and like they just
No.
and the music start.
'Cause you are my girl.
Yeah, it's pretty different. Maybe because of the culture. Maybe because
Situation.
yeah, the situation. Yeah, we also not used to be like that.
Yeah.
It is like just keep on changing.
But yeah, I think all, in conclusion, both cultures have their own beauty, and it's really nice to be able, and I think we're so lucky to be able to experience both cultures.
It is. Anyways, that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe and like and leave comment below, and we'll see you on next video. Ciao.
Also, if you're expats living in Korea or Indonesia, I would like to know what you guys experience, or do you experience similar things? Let us know in the comments.